Students, today we have to study a very special topic of maths. This is your height and distance chapter 9 of 10th class, and this is totally based upon the application of the trigonometry. Means you have to apply the concept of trigo to solve the question of the height and distance. So to solve the question of the height and distance, we have to understand two concepts. What is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression? What these are? So I can make you understand by giving some examples. Suppose you are standing in your room and suppose you are watching your fan. Whenever you see the object which is present above your head, then generally you see up. Okay, suppose you are this is your eye, this is your eyes. Okay, so the line which is what along eye, this line is called horizontal line. Clear? Okay, and suppose any object present above your head, suppose this is your ball, this is the ball, electric ball you are watching, or fan you are watching. So this is your eyes, and this the line along the eyes, this is the horizontal line. Okay, this is the reference line also, we can say that. So the line joining the eyes and the object that you are pointing, this line is called line of sight. This is called line of sight. Okay, here we see that this O is a reference level. Suppose this is your eye and this line is your horizontal line. Okay, if you supposed to see the object which is above your head, then on that condition the angle which is formed between the line of sight and the horizontal line, this is your line of sight and this is the horizontal line, the angle in between the line of sight and the horizontal line, this is called angle of elevation. Okay, once again I repeat, if you supposed to see the object which is present above your head, this is called angle of elevation. Clear? At the same time, suppose you supposed to see the object which is present below your head, as for example, suppose this is the water, this is the tall building and you are standing at the roof of the building. Okay, suppose this AB is the tall building. Okay, and you are standing at the roof, at the top of the building. Okay, and the line joining the top of the building, this is your horizontal line. Okay, suppose in that condition you see the object which is present below the top of the building. Suppose this is the road, and one car is moving. Suppose this is a car and you are standing at the top of the building. Okay, at that time this is your eye and this is the car, so you are pointing towards the car. So this is called line of sight, the line joining the object that you see to the points from where you see, this is called line of sight, this is called horizontal line. Means simply we can say that if you are standing at the top of the building and you supposed to see the object which is present below your head, then you always bow down your head to see the object. In that condition, the angle which is made between the horizontal line and the line of sight, this is called angle of depression. Okay, so simply we can say that if we are standing in front of the at the top of the building or at the top of the home, and suppose anything which is moving on the road, then on that time if you are watching the road, if you are watching the car, if you are watching the object that is moving on the road, then on that time the line joining the object that you are pointing to your eyes, this is called line of sight and this is the horizontal line. So the angle which is in between the line of sight and the horizontal line, this is called angle of depression. In angle of depression you bow down your head to see the object. Okay, in angle of elevation means what? You have to up your head, okay, to see the object. Suppose you are standing at the ground and one aeroplane is going in the sky. On that time, suppose you see the aeroplane, so this is your eyes and you are seeing above your head in the sky. So this is your eye, this is your horizontal line, and you are watching above your head in the sky. On that time, the angle which is formed, this is called angle of elevation. Elevation means to see up. Elevate means to see up, and depression means to see down. Okay, so when you bow down your head to see the object which is present below your head level, below your head, on that time angle of depression is formed. And if you supposed to see the object which is present above your head, suppose you are watching something in the sky, on that time the angle which is formed, this is called angle of elevation. This is called angle of elevation, and this is your angle of depression. So these all are about the angle of elevation and depression. Second thing is that when you will solve the question of the elevation and depression, then since this is the application of trigo, then in every question you have to make right triangle. Okay, right triangle, because as you know that trigonometry means we have to only consider at right triangle. Okay, so in every question of the height and distance you have to make the right triangle after understanding the question. After that, suppose in the right triangle, okay, one angle will be given. Okay, and suppose any of the side is given, suppose the base is given, suppose for this angle this is perpendicular, suppose this is given. Okay, so you have to only consider while solving the question in a given right triangle, okay, which side is given and which side we have to find. Okay, just keep this thing in the mind. After making the figure by understanding the question, okay, when you will draw the right triangle, okay, then you have to consider your mind only at these 2 points, which side is given and which side you have to find. Suppose angle is formed here, suppose 30-degree angle is formed here. Okay, after just understanding the question, you just draw the figure. Suppose A is 30-degree, this is 90-degree. Suppose BC is given, suppose BC is 20 meter, and it is asking about the AC. Okay, suppose BC is 20 meter and it is asking about the AC. So you have to only understand for this angle your perpendicular is given and hypotenuse it is asking. Perpendicular is given and it is asking about the hypotenuse. So then understand which T ratio give the relation between the perpendicular and the height and the hypotenuse. Then you will realize this is about the sin theta. So we study 6 kind of T ratios. So in solving question of the height and distance, either of the any of the one out of 6 we have to use. Means out of 6 T ratios, any one we have to use in the given particular question. So which T ratio we have to use, this can be understand by understanding the concept which side is given and which we have to find. Suppose this is given and this we have to find for this angle. So for this angle, this is your perpendicular and this is your base. So perpendicular is given and base is given. So which T ratio give the relation between the perpendicular and base? Then you know that either tan theta, which is P by B, or cot theta, which is B by B. So either we use tan theta or cot theta. Okay, suppose base is given and hypotenuse is asking. Okay, suppose base is given and hypotenuse is asking, or hypotenuse is given, base is asking. Okay, then we have to understand which T ratio give the relation between the hypotenuse and the base. Then this is your cos theta or your sec theta. So in this manner we can identify, we can understand which T ratio we have to use while solving the question of the height and distance. So these all are about the concept of height and distance. In the next video I will start solving the question of exercise 9.9. Okay, bye.